What if the secret to inner peace isn't adding more, but subtracting everything that doesn't matter? What if the way to be unshakable in a chaotic world is to simply stop trying to control it? Stoicism is not a philosophy of the past. It's a survival tool for the present. It's not about coldness nor suppressing emotion. It's about clarity. It's about removing illusions, grounding yourself in reality, and reclaiming power over your mind. Today we explore how the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can radically change your life. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is radical acceptance. You can't control the weather. You can't control people. You can't control the past. But you can always control how you respond. Obsessing over things outside your control is like trying to steer a boat without touching the rudder. You waste energy, you stress over nothing, and you remain stuck. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This shift in mindset is revolutionary. You stop resisting life. You start navigating it. Stoicism teaches that what happens to you is not as important as how you interpret it. Life will throw you hardship. You may be born into limitation, struggle, even injustice. But despair begins when you demand life to be something it's not. Epictetus, who was born a slave, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You can either curse your fate, or you can use it. Acceptance is not weakness, it's power in disguise. It means saying, "I didn't choose this, but I'll make something of it." That attitude alone can change your entire direction in life. We live in an age obsessed with recognition, followers, fame, money, beauty, lifestyle. But the Stoics warned, the pursuit of external status is a prison. Seneca wrote, "He who is contented is rich." Status is not real wealth, because status can be taken away. But virtue, discipline, inner peace, those cannot. The more you chase being admired, the more dependent you become on the approval of others, and the more anxious, insecure, and unstable you feel. The Stoic path is to build a life that's rooted in values, not validation. Because true greatness is quiet. It doesn't need to be seen, only lived. Stoicism isn't about being perfect. It's about remaining teachable. No matter how far you've come, you can always go deeper. No matter how much you know, there's still more to learn. The greatest enemy of growth is ego. The Stoics practiced humility, not as a performance, but as a way of living. To always ask questions, to challenge assumptions, to listen more than speak, and above all, to never let pride get in the way of progress. Because wisdom begins the moment we admit we know nothing. There's a Stoic technique called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, but it's not about living in fear. Many interpret this practice as visualizing the worst possible outcomes. But that's not the point. The idea is to become mentally prepared, not emotionally damaged. It's a reminder that life is uncertain, and by imagining what could go wrong, you become more grateful for what's going right. But there's a balance. If you visualize only negativity, you'll attract cynicism. If you expect disaster, you'll create tension. So visualize realistically, not catastrophically. Stoicism invites you to be prepared, but not paranoid. The Stoics understood that your mind isn't an island. Your peace depends on how you engage with others. Anger, pride, impulsivity, these destroy relationships. But calm speech, understanding, restraint, these build bridges. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Kindness is invincible." That doesn't mean weakness. It means knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to walk away. Communication is a mirror of the mind. The more stoic you become internally, the more powerful your words become externally. Finally, Stoicism isn't just personal, it's social. It teaches that your life has meaning only when it contributes to something bigger than yourself. Selfish ambition is a trap. It isolates you, breeds competition, and leads to emptiness. The Stoics believed in service, in living in harmony with others, and in using your power for collective benefit. If your success costs others their peace, it's not true success. If your actions uplift others, you win twice. Once by helping them, and again by becoming the kind of person you admire. So, how can Stoicism change your life? By reminding you of what really matters, by freeing you from chasing illusions, by giving you the courage to face reality without fear, and by teaching you that peace doesn't come from comfort, it comes from clarity. When you stop obsessing over what you can't control, when you accept your path without complaint, when you let go of the need to be seen, when you stay curious, grounded, humble, when you speak with intention and act with purpose. You don't just survive the chaos, you become calm inside it. You become the eye of the storm. That's what Stoicism does. It doesn't protect you from life, it prepares you to truly live it.